I am determined to be generous because you, Father, are generous.
It is the delight of your daughters and sons to share your traits
and to show what you are like to all the world.
Each week, we recite a generosity liturgy to form our hearts out of the way of the world and into the way of Jesus. And each year, we ask our church not to simply say the liturgy, but to live the liturgy out. You know, one of the great challenges of being here in New York is trying to figure out the real estate deal. You felt this on a personal level. You know how hard it is to get your apartment. If you want to settle in to buy an apartment, it can feel more complicated than understanding the book of Deuteronomy simply to get through your lease. And we feel that on a personal level, being here, but we also feel that on a church level as well. Our church is growing at a remarkable rate, and one of the things we need is stability and space to be able to move forward. Now, by the grace of God, we've got some measure of stability on the weekends, but we also need that for the things that happen outside of Sundays. The church is not just worship services in gatherings. We need another space where all the other parts of our ministry can take place. And that's why we want to build a comprehensive real estate strategy for the future of our church, starting as a first step, expanding our ministry center right in Midtown. 20 years ago, I stood just over here on 42nd Street and 9th, asking God for favor in this city and asking Him to open doors. And if you look at this picture, you will know that I am looking and praying towards a building. Do you know what that building is? The one I am standing in right now. We're on the 12th floor of our ministry center, and we're about to punch a hole through the roof and move up to the 14th floor as well. We also have an exclusive lease on the roof of this building. We're putting an outdoor deck up there that will be a premier place for our church to host events, spaces for families, spaces for youth, spaces for other nonprofits in the city, spaces for worship, spaces for Alpha. And this is going to be a space where these other initiatives can actually happen. Our emphasis on discipleship, our vision for a vocational center for faith and work, a vision for cultural apologetics. All of these things are going to be able to happen here at our expanded ministry center. It's going to be, I honestly believe this, one of the best spaces for the people of God here in New York. And it's going to leverage what God is doing in our church for the sake of the city and for the sake of others as well.